Hi, hello and welcome. In this second video, which might be a little bit of a long one, we're going to do a couple of things. But mainly we're going to install Eclipse on this Mac, and then we're going to try and build a very simple web application. This is the second video. In the first one, I simply just installed a Java compiler and just tested it out. In this environment, we are going to do a number of things. We're going to install Eclipse. We're going to install Tomcat. And then we'll do a simple web application with just an HTML form that submits something to a servlet that does something. We'll figure out what that something is with that data, and then it forwards it to a JSP and presents it back again. Great. What we're gonna do first is to download Eclipse, and I'm on a Mac. This is the M processors. So we'll need to get a version of Eclipse that works with that. Here we go, and we'll download from the Netherlands. So Eclipse, way back when I was working with it, I was at IBM at that point in time, and they had a WebSphere version of it, and I'm actually unsure whether that still is still alive, or Eclipse is kind of the mainstream of development. But I think these two initiatives that were kind of ongoing in parallel. IBM had the WebSphere, which was a version of a commercial version of Eclipse with some bells and whistles, and then in parallel the Eclipse was being built. But for now we're just gonna run with Eclipse, as that is sufficient for what we're gonna do. Let's run it. Actually, we just pull it in here into the application folders. It's extracted straight into that, and then we'll open it. And then Eclipse, of course, has a number of workspaces that contains, each workspace can contain a number of projects. But we'll just do a simple test project. Where did we go? Here we go. Yes, I'm sure. Let's just use this one. We can get this out of the way and inject the installer. All right. So we did install a JDK. I'm sure it still works. I'm actually unsure whether that is whether Eclipse provides it as own or uses the environment somehow. But we'll figure out if something comes up. What I'll do is I'll actually, while we are about to do something else, I'll just check broadly for updates. Then that can install in the background while we install Tomcat, because we need. I've at least not managed to get it to run without a local installation of Tomcat. But we'll just update whatever this is, just to make sure that we have a fresh and recent version. And then we're gonna there we go. And we're gonna do what we're gonna do is we're gonna download Apache 10. And the reason that we're gonna download Apache 10 is that ultimately down the road we're gonna deploy to Azure. And the Azure environment that we're gonna run this on is a Linux/Tomcat 10 environment. So just to make sure that we don't extend ourselves into something that's not available in a production environment, we're gonna build towards this 10 version. And we're just gonna download this one. And then we will move it. And we'll move it into users me. And then we'll just throw it here. There we go. Then we'll get the Apache environment, and in reality what we need is contained here. What I can just show you, we need to do a little thing before. Let's just get there. Where are we? Let's see, Apache. Let's go in here. Let's go into bin, and then we'll get some permission denied. So the first thing we need to do is just to make our executables executable, basically. So we're gonna change mod and make them executable. Everything that is .sh. And then let's see. Then we have a Tomcat that at least said it started. And it looks pretty good. And I think it's running on localhost, right? So let's try that out. And it's port 8080. Oop, there we go. Now, just to make sure that we are up and running, I think there's some servlets that are deployed, right, as a samples. Let's try these. Oh, hello world. Let's see how that worked. Okay, so the servlets are running. That's good. What else? Anyway, that's all we need for now. So we have a working environment. Then let's move back to Eclipse here. Okay, I wanted to do some sort of restart. Great. Then we'll do a web project. We'll call it AI&I web test. And we're gonna, I think it was 10.1, right? And And then we need to point to this black boy here. And then for now, let's stay with this one. I think eventually we'll need to align some theories to whatever version. I think this is fine for now. And then let's basically run this. All right. Then we can just add a, let's just do a HTML file first. Let's be this, and then let's just do a simple create a HTML file with a form that takes 2 inputs, number 1 and number 2. Sorry, I'm not sure you could see that, but my monitor said something to me. And number 2. When I click submit on the form, it needs to submit the 2 fields to a servlet. Let's see what comes out of this. I'm basically just interested in the form. Here we go. So I guess we have our name for our servlet here, but we can just steal with pride. Let's see. So we have number 1, we have number 2. That basically will be thrown to the calculate servlet. Let's just call it, yeah, let's call it that. That's fine. Then we're gonna do a servlet. This one. Tell you what, we're gonna call it this, and then we call it com.ai and i.webtest. Gonna leave in here. There we go. And basically, we're gonna do a private void execute a request that takes these 2, so the request and the response from the container. Then we're gonna do some heads up. Execute request, why should I? Blah blah blah. Is never used. No, not yet. What we're gonna do is we're gonna forward both of these. Execute the request. Where's both the request and the response objects? Good, and we're gonna do that for the post as well. we go. Then we're basically agnostic for whether it's a do or post or a or get requests. All right. Then we had two numbers. We had number one and number two. Let's first get them in as strings. String number one, and that is from the request get parameter, and then it was, I think, what did we say, number one? Was it like this? We can just check in our HTML. No, it was not. It was number one like this. So we'll do like this, and then we do a string number two. There we go. And then we need to do something with these. We simply say int one equals integer dot pass. I need to spell integer dot pass int. Number two here, we'll guess we'll need that at some point. But not for this one. Oh well. Jesus. Two. And then number one. Great. Then we have, then we say int result equals 1 plus 2. This is a little bit dangerous naming, but what the hell. And then we're gonna then we're simply gonna set this result. I guess the first one is the key for it, right? So we'll just call this one result, and then we're calling this result. There we go. Then we're happy with this, and then we're gonna get our we're gonna forward this one. So we're gonna take the request. We get the request dispatcher. It's down here somewhere, and we're gonna send it to. Let's see. We'll probably get into some problems with the naming here or the URL. Where will we put these? They will be in the WebInf all day. Oops. I think they will. Let's just WebInf, and then let's call it output.jsp. Great, there we go. I would probably do a thing. I would probably just put them in this one. In views, WebInf, views, and then in output.jsp. Good. Dot forward request response. That's a clever. Ooh, what was that? Is that a? I guess that's a That is, oh, it's cheeky just to throw them back, but let's keep that for now. .forward. Okay, so what we then need is a new JSP that we'll put down here, and we call this one, we called output JSP. Put.jsp. Yeah. Then basically we're gonna do some fast coding. Create JSP that reads an attribute. What did we call that? Result from the request and presents it. Let's see, what did we actually do here? So we added the request. It's an int. Huh? I'm not sure how that's gonna work out. Create a JSP result from the request and presents it in HTML. My servlet code is this. There we go. All right. Yeah, it's not always too clever. But let's use this for now. Let's see if that works. And then let's see how that works. We need to add a server to the project. What was it we installed? It was it was 10.1. We're gonna add a 10.1 to it. Finish. Then we're gonna publish, and we're gonna see what happens when we start it up. Oops. It's in use, of course. That's because we need to stop the other one. Shutdown. Yes. And then we're gonna start this one instead. Ooh. Here we go. And then we're gonna on this on our server. This one. Yeah, why not? Let's see what happens. Okay, so we at least got something that might work. We have one, let's say 1 and 2. Submit. So what did we have here? content type. What's this? What's this? The JSP? It is. What's that bad? 110. Ah, look at this. Why didn't you say something? We'll just kill this one. What did I do here? Did I just... did I paste it twice? Well, let's see. And this one goes there twice as well. How did that happen? Anyway. I think it might be clever enough to find out what? There was all this too? How did that happen? So let's go back and see if we did something. So we did number one, number two. I'm an idiot. That was what it was trying to tell me. Then we probably need to republish it. Actually, I don't know. I'll just do this because I think it's needed. And then start up, and then we do 1, 2, submit. There we go, 3. All right, so mission accomplished. We got Eclipse up and running, and we did a simple form in HTML that submits to a servlet, that forwards to a JSP and outputs this. Okay, hopes it's useful. Thanks.